This is the Look Back Wrestling Show, and I'm your host, Ali Zakka. What up, guys? Welcome to a very special episode of the Look Back Wrestling Show. So, with the whole new Superstar Shakeup and, NXT call-ups and everything going on, and pretty much a new wrestling season starting from WrestleMania 34 to 35, so I decided to do like a little bit of a list. So this is my top 11 list of superstars based on what show they got changed, like drafted to or traded to or brought up to. Like where they're gonna be now from where they are now to WrestleMania 35. So this is like my thoughts, like WrestleMania 35, they're either gonna have the belt, compete in a championship match, or they're gonna be like, in the pre-show. From now to WrestleMania 35, who I think gonna have the best year. And my top 11. Why 11? Well, because 10, everybody does a 10. And 11 is always, sometimes you forget that one person, so you kind of want to just give them a little credit. So why not? So my number 11 person on this list is none other than Jeff Hardy. He is hot right now. He has the United States Championship. He came back with big fanfare. WWE, I should say Vince McMahon, really loves Jeff Hardy. However, Jeff someone always doesn't really have the best WrestleMania matches, solo matches, I should say. He's usually good for a multi-man match, ladder match, team match, and he always somehow gets injured around WrestleMania season or some kind of issues with like substance abuse, whether alcohol or something else. So I want to see Jeff Hardy stay clean, and I hope he stays clean, but as of right now, I don't see him being a top guy at WrestleMania 35. So at this point, I'm putting him in my number 11 spot. Number 10, the Iconics. I love Peyton Royce and Billy Kay. I like watching them when it was on NXT, and I like what they're doing right now on Smackdown Live. Only problem is they don't really have that much, anywhere to go. Either one of them get the women's belt. If not, they're just going to be there as side characters. They can't really do much until either they get a mid-card belt for the women's champions or a tag team title for the women's division. But I do not see them at WrestleMania next year having a very big spot. I think they could probably be in a battle royale or something like that. Number 9, Baron Corbin. Hey, you're not me. Kansas City owned Baron Corbin. Baron, he has a lot of potential, but that potential keeps popping in, and then all of a sudden he just fades out. And he hasn't been on TV that much, which I don't have a problem with that. I don't mind when people are not on TV as much, because SmackDown roster and the Raw roster is they have so much talent that you kind of gotta give people weeks, maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So I'm okay with Baron Corbin not being on TV as much, but he needs to have a presence. He needs to be doing something, and as of right now, he's not really doing much of anything. And maybe next year around WrestleMania, he's going to be, the IC holder or the US title holder contending for that belt. So that's what I'm hoping. Number 8, the Authors of Pain. I had them higher up, but then I decided to change that. The reason why, because usually tag teams from NXT do not do that well. Matter of fact, in the recent years, what's the last tag team for NXT that actually made an impact? The Revival is still trying to do something. I'm going to say Breezango, but they're not for NXT. Oh, I can't think of their name. This is how bad it is at this point. The Ascension is pretty much like a gimmick character. That's the name of the group right there, guys. Big Cass and Enzo Amore are no longer together. The Von Villains are no longer together. Tag teams from NXT don't really do well on the big stage. So hopefully Authors of Pain can change that around, and hopefully they have a tag team match at WrestleMania. But at this point, I don't see that going the way it's going. I think they might just be another a big team to lose to somebody else that Vince or Triple H want them to lose to. Number 7, Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn's at number 7. The reason why, he somehow always seemed to get in a top position, but then always somehow come back down. He never really stays up in that top area. He could bounce from mid-card to top. So I think he'll be more of a mid-card guy at the time WrestleMania rolls around. Number 6, the glorious one, Bobby Roode. He can be a big contender at WrestleMania, but he needs to be a heel. As of right now, he is on Raw with a very, very stacked talent group. But if he can maybe turn heel on Finn Balor or Seth Rollins and keep that heel run going and stay interested and like entertaining, he could be maybe a mid-card match, if not a high match at WrestleMania. Number 5, Ember Moon. She's going to have the women's belt at some point. Either she's going to have it at SummerSlam or she's going to have it at Survivor Series or the Royal Rumble. She's going to have that belt and might not be walking into WrestleMania with it. She could be competing for it or maybe on the outskirts of it. Number 4, Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is going to be back in the top position by WrestleMania. Either he's going to be in the another mid. He's another kid who can be the mid card, but I see him more in the upper card part at a facing off against a select, like a return high profile match, or facing for the Raw Championship or the Smackdown Championship if you decide to go back to Smackdown. So that can happen. Number 3, Samoa Joe. Joe will have a belt this year. It's gonna happen. Like, he got what? Nakamura, AJ Styles, Daniel Bryan, Samoa Joe, The Miz, like one of those 5 guys. Joe's gonna have it. He might not have it for very long. Maybe a month or 2. Maybe at Survivor Series and he loses at Royal Rumble, or maybe at SummerSlam. They won't get it at SummerSlam. Maybe like Clash of Champions. Anyway, he will have the belt at one point, but he might not have it at WrestleMania. The Miz. He's my number 2. He is my number 2, and this is why. Because he one's going to have a really high-profile match with Daniel Bryan. He is a character you want to have a belt. He has put that work in, and I think by the time he has the WWE Championship belt, he couldn't get on Raw because of Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns, but at least on SmackDown, he can beat AJ Styles. He can beat Daniel Bryan. You know, he can have that belt for a month or 2, probably at Royal Rumble or Elimination Chamber. And probably not going to WrestleMania with the championship, but he could be a WrestleMania championship match caliber guy at this point. And number 1 is none other than Asuka. Asuka will have the women's championship at WrestleMania next year, and she will defend that belt. And that's why I think she's going to have the best chance this year, thanks to the Superstar Shakeup. She will be the top-notch person to watch. And that right there is my top 11 wrestlers who I think will have a good, if not best, 2018-2019 WWE season. What do you guys think? Please let me know. Please put in the comment section below. Heck, yell at me that I'm wrong. Tell me like, wait a minute. Where's Andrade Cien Almas? Wait, how did you leave out Bobby Lashley? Let me know. And I'm interested in what you guys have to say. Thank you guys for watching this episode of the Look Back Wrestling Show. See you next time, and keep being awesome. Thank you guys for watching this episode. I really appreciate it. Please like, comment in the comment section below, and please subscribe for more episodes of Grind Towards Success, movie breakdowns, or whatever it is you're watching on my channel. I have different stuff from interviews to other movie reviews to wrestling reviews. If you're a wrestling fan, please subscribe if you want to see all that and see what's going on. Also, you can follow me on Snapchat here. Follow me on Instagram there to see what I'm doing in my personal life as well as my business and Ninja Warrior. And lastly, you can watch the last episode of Grind Towards Success here. You can watch the last episode of movie breakdowns there. Thank you guys once again. I really appreciate it. See you next time. Keep being awesome.